Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Opus Magnum, a safe space in which we awesome, where we last left off making ourselves a sword, or at least a sword blade, and it was pretty awesome. Now let's try some invisible ink shit. Are you truly comfortable with this artifice? Comfortable? I'll rather enjoy deceiving Taurus. I just need to think of what to write. The language of love doesn't come naturally to me. Me either. Those types of letters are the sort of thing I've only read about in old tales of romance. Well, how do letters read in those tales? It's very overwrought and florid. Perhaps I can't bear not being with you. I'll die if I cannot have you. Every breath I take, every step I make, is a sigh of wistful despair. That is all very good. Yes, I'll have to note these down. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, that doesn't... Why? The desired output. Visible ink part A, visible ink part B. Good. I'm gonna grab it from the fucking... This is gonna be the output. Alright, so... we have two of these things. Boom. We need to turn them into salt and also turn them into, so we need 2 salt because, alright, so here's how it goes. So, we need a total of 4 salt and 4 water. Okay? Keeping track? Good, because I sure as hell ain't. You fuckers go over there. So far it costs 20, because that's all this shit costs. Alright, so I need water. This one only becomes salt. Okay, so this one only becomes salt, and that's how we do salt. This one only becomes water, so that's how we do that. So... only salt, only water. We have 2 of these assholes here doing only salt. And they only make salt forever. And then we have 2 of these assholes only making water. And they only make water forever. Excuse me. Right, so... we want them to, on regular intervals, one, or I guess one, I don't know. One of them combines with the, all of them combine with the, okay, we need to combine them with the water later, which is going to make things more difficult. Okay. We do need this water, though. Trying to, let's see here. Trying to think of what I could do. Okay, and then we have this. Doing that. Do this. Huh. I don't have any idea what I'm doing so far. Alright, so, hypothetically, we would have these two. I'm just going to put this asshole here just so we know what the fuck is happening. So these ones are constantly going, and they're constantly going to here. To be combined with things. But that won't work. Okay, so the water needs to be put into a place. I am not happy with what's going to happen here. Alright, so, hypothetically... This is our machine thus far, and it does most of what we want it to do. Oh, well, that's a real problem. Whoop. There we go. Six, and I'm going to say 7 right here, I guess. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have you be here. One grabs and places here, and the other grabs and places here. And then these two get combined with the water, which the salt isn't being combined with, because it just isn't. And that's just fucking gonna move you out of the way. Let's put you here, you here, you here. There we go. This is where salt comes out, this is where water comes out. This is where these things come out. So, well, I mean, we do want this to be over here, I guess. Fucking grab all of them. No, it can't be that close. Because this one's gotta combine with blue, with water also. But that can be done. That can be done by doing something simple as this. Okay, and we do something like that. There we go. So we have water being combined here. Okay, so... let me just move this down, since we now know a vague idea of what we want to have happen. So these two are constantly moving this shit up to here, and that's their only job. That's all they ever do. So we also want you to do this. You to do this. You to do this. You to do this. How do we get water here? We don't, that's how. Things are too tightly woven in order to conserve space, but they're too tightly woven. So we want the life one over here, I guess. And the death one over here. The only problem comes from the fact that I can't combine water. Hang on. Let's move you and you out of the way. This way we can do something along the lines of have you be here. I'm trying too hard to put the water in the same location. But if I were to hypothetically... I just move you out of the way is what I'm doing. Hypothetically, have the water go here, so it then combines with these two. And then move here, so that it then combines with the salt, which is down here. Which means we remove that. Something like that. We're gonna need like 3 for this asshole. Damn it. Dude. We'll get rid of you two because we don't know what you're doing yet. We don't know how we're combining them yet. This is just us building the damn thing. Okay, so... we want these 5 to be in the same sort of section, and then these 6 to be in the same section. So you got 1, 2... Don't actually need you anymore. Meaning we can remove that. There we do that. But we don't want to cover any of them, so we do this. And move them back so they're out of the way. So we got 1, 2. This is 5 and 6. Oh, damn it. We need you to be able to go here. Okay, I'm doing this way wrong, and I'm taking way more effort than it needs to be. So, we can move... Yep. You. Completely and utterly. So that you are instead here, and... Whoop. And you're, like, here. Are we able to... hang on. Are we able to do something like this? I have no idea how to build this thing. I genuinely do not. And it's upsetting me because it's just such a simple concept, but I can't do it. The thing is, it's a back and forth thing. Like, if it were just water here and just salt here, I'd be able to have something else planned, but I just don't. So, alright, let's start from scratch here. So we got this guy who we want to be something like this. And we have the salt here. And let's just get rid of you. Like, let's get rid of all these fuckers. Okay. So, let's remove them just so it's easier to see. So we have half of them being assembled elsewhere. We have this half here and here, both assembled over here. And then what we want is we want water and salt to be... Okay. I have some type of idea of what I want. The problem is I can't, like, have it go through salt while it fuses. Because I need salt to be up there. So I've determined that I'm only making salt and water over here and only making water and life/death over there. That's what I've determined now. I'm gonna figure out how to fuse them later, but for now, that's just what it does. And the death one's gonna be over here. Somehow, I don't know yet. And the life one's gonna be over here. Again, I don't know how yet. But they're not gonna be in the same location. We're gonna separate them just to make it easier on me. So, this job is easy. All it ever does is, that. Excuse me. The issue with that becomes then this one is used like a third. This is used 1 per every 3 of these. And that just doesn't sit well with me. What if... Hear me out here. What if we had, like, a track of, like, 1,000 arms all moving the water? Nope, not what I wanted. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Stop this. Alright, so. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm using a track, I just don't know how yet. So we're gonna need, at the very least, 2 dudes coming into here. That's 1 track. 1 track is doing that. One track is just making salt. There we go. This way we can have something like that. And we have 2 of these dudes going like so. Alright, so this is now going to make this section completely. Meaning I don't think I actually need multiple of this. And I don't think I need that at all. So this is what I have thus far. Unfortunately, that one's in the fucking way. So this is 3. We know 3 exists. So, alright, here's... Well, we do need 2 salt up there, so we do need 2 of these assholes. Alright, so... let's just put you here for now. Alright, so, we have, thus far, we have this guy placing here. And we also need another one placing here, I just realized. There. But yeah, we have 4... and then actual 4 goes down to be 6. There we go. Right, so we have these 2, and they place here and here. We have a dude here who does this one. I have a dude here who does this one. We then pull them both out, somehow. Alright, but that'll have to be it for this one. I'm getting way too... I'm getting confused, even though it's just really simple. But essentially, before I go, I'm going to explain it. So, these 2 pull water here and here. These 2 pull water through here. It becomes salt, which then goes here and here. And these 2 exist, which then gets placed here and here. So, we have water here and the glyph. So, we have both this and this ready. This one then pulls double duty, which I don't know how we're gonna do this one too. Well, I mean, we don't need to. I just realized. This one pulls double duty. It goes, grabs here and places here, and then these 2 both place to here. And we do that twice per every one of this entire system. And that's how we have all the components created. I'm going to figure out how to combine them later, but that's how we have all of them created. So that ought to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, have been Keywii. You've been great too, and you have yourself a delightful day. Goodbye.